Welcome to another edition of Grove 911. I'm Officer Mike Vandervoort.
Officer Katie Phillips.
And we're in the parking lot of
Hy-Vee.
What we're going to do today is we're just going to talk to people.
Whoa.
Whoa, jinx, snowbacks, right?
We're getting so good at this.
All right. And we're just going to talk to people about just
traffic stops, traffic laws. Traffic stops is our main topic today.
Kind of like
about
that,
what to do.
Jay Leno used to go up to people and be like,
jaywalking.
hey, yeah, do you know whatever topic he was talking about? Do you know who the vice president is? So we'll go in there, have some fun with the carts, and see who's willing to talk to us during their shopping during the day. So should we go see who's...
Let's head in.
Let's head in.
Right,
let's do it. We got lights going. You better pull over there.
Pull over.
Pull over, Hy-Vee shoppers.
You're speeding.
Who do we have here with us today?
Annie Bell.
And
Don Berkman.
Okay, well, obviously you don't get pulled over in a grocery store all that often, but have you ever been pulled over?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
First of all, tell us about it. What were you doing?
I was driving on 70th. I fresh just got my license, and I was speeding.
So you're excited?
I was excited. Yes, I was
Lead
speeding.
foot.
Foot.
Is that the only time you've been pulled over?
A few other times.
Okay, well, we won't talk about that.
We won't talk about that.
How about you, Don?
Just once. She was about 5 years old. I was taking her to school.
Oh, so you're running a little late.
I was running a little late, and I passed somebody on the shoulder.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, very naughty.
So now you understand what you did wrong, right?
I do.
Okay. So when's the last time you were pulled over?
That was it.
So
that was the last time.
So that's been a
long time.
There's a lot of different emotions that go through when you get pulled over, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a two-way street, too. So when you get pulled over, you're nervous and we're hyper aware kind of what's going on too. Yeah. So there's different emotions going from the officer to the people we get pulled over.
Yeah.
When you're being pulled over, do you know where to pull over? What side of the street or anything?
I think it's on the same side you're driving. So just right off onto the shoulder.
Yeah, preferably on the right side of the roadway.
Right. Yeah.
Especially out of traffic. If it is in a busy area or toward an intersection, it is okay to go a little bit further to pull over to a safe area. If it is at night, the whole driving a couple miles to find a safe area doesn't really apply. Usually the sooner you pull over, the better. But it is okay to get out of the traffic way if you want to turn to the next street, if applicable.
That's fair.
But when we pull someone over, we do records check of the vehicle. We don't always know who we're pulling over. Majority of the time, the registered owner isn't the one actually driving the vehicle. So that's why sometimes when cops pull you over, we're a little apprehensive because it is so dangerous on traffic stops. So we might be a little bit more rigid and come off in a more stern way. Not trying to be rude, we're just trying to be safe. So we come up and we ask simple questions, and preferably to have your license and insurance, but don't reach for things while being pulled over. We can deal with the whole reaching thing once we're up to the car and once we ask you to reach for something. So when we pull someone over and say it's at night and we can't really see and we see them digging, first thing that comes to our mind, what do you think it is?
Weapon.
They're
grabbing for something.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
You don't know.
All right, well, we thank you for your time. We're going to go pick on some more people.
Okay.
We appreciate your time. Feel free to pick up some lettuce on your way out.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And the bakery's up front if you like donuts.
Awesome.
Appreciate you talking with us.
All right, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
All right, on to the next one. You're free to leave.
You are free to leave.
All right, we just walked up to Lynn Hoteling here at Hy-Vee. He was minding his own business, and we just kind of introduced ourselves. How you doing, Lynn?
Pretty good, pretty good. Enjoy being here at Hy-Vee.
And I want to ask you this. Do you know who Ted Foss is?
No.
No. Okay. Are you familiar with the move-over law? When you're driving your car down the road, the
Ted
move-over
Foss law.
Oh yeah, when there's somebody on the side.
Explain what
yes.
that means to you.
Well, if I see usually it's a police officer or a stalled vehicle or something, move over in case they open a door, number one,
Right.
or they're out in the street, you can wing them or hit them with a mirror or
Now,
something
what
like
if
that.
you're going down 61, going up to St. Paul,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a police officer or a fire truck or a tow truck or a stalled motorist on the side of the road, but you can't get over to the left lane because there's other vehicles?
Well, slow down, obviously.
Sure.
So make it a little safer.
Yep.
If you can't get over, you can't get over. So
That's right.
you just kind of slow down
Slow
and keep
down.
an eyeball on what's going on.
Yep. On the road, not your phone, right, Lynn?
Right, not the phone, not the phone.
Do you have a smartphone?
No, I do not. I don't even own a phone.
You don't?
Can you believe that? Yeah.
Right?
We're talking to the best people here
That's
in
right.
Hy-Vee. Like, they know the laws like down pat here in Cottage Grove, I swear.
The law was created for Ted Foss. He was a state trooper who was killed by a motorist down in the south part of our state. So that's when they started the Ted Foss law to move over.
Move over.
And it's just kind of common sense. Even if it's someone broken down.
Well, yeah, it's kind of stupid not to move over.
That's right.
So you don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
A lot of doors have been lost because of that.
That's
Somebody
right.
opened up a door and didn't look.
That's right. I don't want to keep you any longer
No,
because your
I'm
ice cream will melt.
No ice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. So
We'll throw out in the snowbank somewhere.
there you go. Well, Lynn, thanks for your time.
you bet.
We'll see you maybe up in Wisconsin this summer.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we found our next victim. She was actually walking and texting, which brings us to our next point of texting / distracted driving. This is Courtney here. She's actually from Vegas that we just found out. She was distracted shopping, so we decided to pull her over and talk to her and ask her a couple questions. So, from Vegas, we're in Minnesota. Laws are a little bit differently. You were just telling us about an experience you had and what happened in Vegas. And that's not going to stay in Vegas at the moment. So tell us about it.
Well, I had stopped at a stoplight and I changed a Pandora station. There was a cop behind me, and as soon as the light turned green, I got pulled over because I had my phone in my hand, and that could cause me to delay if there was a green light and someone could hit me because they're not paying attention.
Yep.
And it's
obviously
more of
the
a
laws
hazard.
in Nevada are different than Minnesota. But
they can't be on their phones actually at all. I don't even believe they can't have any handheld devices in their hand. It's got to be hands-free. So kind of like our truck driver laws here in Minnesota, you got to be hands-free. In Minnesota, you can make handheld calls. You cannot be texting and driving or searching the internet,
Can I ask
searching
you
Pandora.
how much your ticket was?
I want to say it was like $116.
Ooh,
That's an expensive change of the station.
Yeah, I was really mad about it,
But do you understand where we're coming from?
Yeah, and I can especially see because I was like 21 at the time, so it's
I think you see
in Vegas especially. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of people out. There's a lot of people out walking, especially in Vegas, but even here in Minnesota, a lot of people get out when it's nice out in spring. June to September, we have people actually getting out and walking, and we don't want people getting hit, people getting hurt, people just getting hurt because someone decided that they wanted to text and drive.
Courtney was pretty excited because there was snow here in Minnesota, and they had like 18 minutes of snow this season, and it melted like 4 minutes later. So are you gonna take some home with you? You feel free to
Take it all
as much as I want.
Take it all with you.
Yeah, free.
By the time you get home, you can drink it.
Oh, even better. Filter and special water.
It's not even a joke or anything like that, but like even Minnesotans are sick of our winter. So it's like other people come here and they're like, "Oh, how do you do your winters?" We're like, "We don't know because it's cold too."
So
yeah, I don't know how you do it. It's like below 75, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
We won't keep you any longer.
Well, thank you, Courtney, for
thanks, Courtney. Well, Katie, our time in Hy-Vee is coming to an end today.
Yep. We talked to a lot of great residents.
We did.
For some reason, Cottage Grove residents maybe...
They know what to do.
They're
exactly
on top
of their game. And maybe that has to do with the great education that comes from their local police department.
And police department.
That's
and
right.
all departments.
But we did take some time, and we put a little package together about what it's like to get pulled over.
And an actual life scenario. So we talked to a bunch of people of what to do. We're going to show you what actually we do and what the person should do. We'll give you a live example of it.
And hopefully you'll get to see it from both angles of what we're seeing, and we know what you're seeing. So, but are you gonna? It's so delicious. I kind of feel like that was our Grove 911 wedding cake.
Do the
Yeah, well, we need another one. So, but anyway.
All right, let's kick it to the traffic stop,
Things
and
are
we'll
getting
show you.
crazy. Too crazy. That was good.
Officer Shavers from the Cottage Grove Police Department. You have a driver's license, proof of insurance on you?
All right, we're back. We're on a city street here in Cottage Grove, and now we're going to demonstrate some traffic stops of what to do, what you see, what we see.
Yeah, it's kind of it can be kind of nerve-wracking to get pulled over. I mean,
Could
some
be.
people get pulled over a lot. Some people have never been pulled over, and so this is kind of a good reminder of what to look for. Some people may have questions about what we're thinking when you're getting pulled over, or what we're thinking you're doing inside your car, and we've set up some cameras, all kind of 360 to gather the whole
Point of view.
That's right. So
videos.
Hopefully we can take something out of this, and we'll hopefully we'll get some traffic going along this busy street here in Cottage Grove, and we'll see some people coming hopefully down the road committing some violations. So
all right, let's take a look at
Take
them.
a look. Oh, hey, look at, here comes a slow-moving driver now. As you can see, Officer Shaver is conducting a traffic stop on this vehicle, and he wants to make sure that the person stops in a safe location.
Pulled over to the right side of the roadway, which is ideal. Proper spacing in between the incident vehicle and our squad car. You notice that he touches the back just for safety reasons. We can talk about that a little more.
One thing that's important is to keep your hands in sight during the traffic stop. If the officer sees you digging around, they don't know what you may have all the good intentions to be trying to find your paperwork, but we don't know that.
It's best to do that after we make contact with you, and then you can start reaching in the vehicle after being told what to look for.
See, Officer Shaver is walking back to his car here. He's got the information he needs. He's probably asked for a driver's license and current proof of insurance.
And what he's doing when he gets back to the squad car, we have a different mobile system in the vehicle where we can check to see if registration is current. If there's need be, if the insurance is not current, there are times where we will contact the insurance company.
Yep, to verify it. We'll also kind of look through our record system and see how many times you've been stopped, and maybe this is your third warning.
And maybe he's cutting a citation right now. You never know. So he's running the information, see if the driver's license is valid, and constantly keeping watch of the driver. Obviously he had a reason to pull over this vehicle, so I'm sure that has all been explained too.
During this time, it can kind of seem like an eternity for the person who's being pulled over, but it's just good to just wait in your car. Don't open your door. Don't make any sudden movements. No. Just relax. Don't take off your seatbelt. Just wait for further instructions.
Okay, sir. So, like I said, I pulled you over for speeding today. Looks like you have a pretty clean record. So, today's going to be a verbal warning for speeding. Nothing goes on your driver's license record, just your in-house record.
Sounds like Officer Schaefer's going to do a verbal warning, which is kind of a nice deal. Remember, we talked about a big part of our job is education, and so if someone has a good driving record, we'd like to help keep it that way as long as we're not seeing you over and over. So.
It was a great demonstration of a traffic stop. It was easy enough. Pulled over to the right side of the road.
All right.
Everything went pretty flawlessly.
All right, now we're going to kind of do another one where we just kind of talk about maybe what not to do. Not saying that there's any bad intentions, but just some things maybe you shouldn't do, and kind of the point of view from the officer as far as what we're seeing you doing.
And what raises our flags as well.
That's
so
right.
Things not to do could, like Vanderwoort said, could have perfect intentions, but to us,
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. So we're gonna err on the side of caution.
Yeah, we don't have 9 lives like cats. So
we also can't
unfortunately,
read people's minds.
There's people that want to hurt us. So you may just be reaching for your paperwork in your glove box, but we may be seeing it like, hey, this person may be reaching for a gun. Just remember to remain calm and follow the instructions of the officer when they approach. So.
Round 2.
Go for it, traffic. 106, Robert Henry, Tom, 1000.
You can see here now.
I was stopping over a vehicle, not sure of the reason.
You can see.
He puts his emergency lights on.
Maybe he's a little slow to stop there. And see, something's piquing Officer Shaver's interest because.
So as we talked about, he was reaching toward the glove box or the center console right as Officer Shaver pulled him over, and that's just a red flag of what not to do. I know people may be wanting to get that paperwork out right away just so they can make the stop go a lot quicker, but we really don't want to see people reaching around.
That includes your passengers as well.
Absolutely.
Your passengers are making a lot of movements that are making us suspicious. The traffic stop's going to take a little longer.
Also, I mean, the best course of action, just keep your hands on the steering wheel. We'll tell you when to reach for your driver's license and your proof of insurance. If you end up getting stopped at night, I know it's daytime right now, but we don't have x-ray vision. We can't see into the vehicles at night. It's very hard to tell who's in there, who they are, what they're doing. So if we see any type of movement, especially at night, it's definitely raises our suspicion. So even turning on those lights up top, so once Officer Shaver can make a traffic stop at night, he can already see into the vehicle and keep your hands on the steering wheel.
And it's important once the emergency lights come on is to come to a stop slowly. No need to dynamite the brakes
especially on the highway.
Yeah, or drive to your friend's house. Once we hit our lights, we've usually decided that we're okay with you pulling over within that time frame there.
We're not going to pull you over in an unsafe environment. Like Vanderwert's saying, we pre-plan ahead of where we want you to stop, and that's usually when the lights come on.
Again, Officer Schaefer's doing some license checks, and we'll either issue a citation, issue a warning, make an arrest. Maybe he needs to have the driver step out and do field sobriety. There's a whole bunch of things that can happen.
The reason I asked you to put your hands on the steering wheel before I came up to your vehicle is we don't know what you're reaching for.
So now Officer Shaver, after the stop is completed and after he is explaining everything to the driver, he's also educating the driver of what to do next time when he's being stopped, and that included what I could hear him say is keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Well, very good. We appreciate Officer Shaver and Mr. Landhammer coming out to get some footage for us, and I think that's kind of traffic stops 101, really.
It's not hard. Just pull over and keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Just pull over, yeah. It's the people that don't.
We are pulled over.
That's
we can't pull over anymore.
It's the people that don't pull over that end up getting getting a lot of attention. So, well, we got to end the show by saying thanks to Hy-Vee and all the fuel saver points I didn't get. We did pay for the donut.
Thanks for all the citizens who helped us out on the show, and thank you to Officer Shaver and Detective Landhammer for helping us out. And
until next month, and hopefully no snow, we'll see you next month, and be safe.
This is the community I grew up in, and it's got amazing people.
People are themselves, and they're having a great time.
I really like telling stories and sharing them with the community.
And it changed my life, and it made such an enormous impact.
I really like the people I work with, and I like doing what I'm doing. I find it creative, and most importantly, I find it fun.
I like coming to work at SWCTC for the new technology we get to use and the variety of things we do daily.
Will you please rise and join me in a pledge to the flag?
Sometimes I get to be part of the action.
Oh boy. We get to work with 5 very unique cities every single day and get to see some things that I think other people sometimes don't get a chance to see.
You guys both have all 10 fingers still too, right?
All 10.
That's
so
even
far,
better.
so good. I know.
Right.
This organization is positioned to give back to the community in many ways. So it's really an honor to have this responsibility, and we take it very seriously.